Hey everyone, I'm Rachel and today we're going to be talking about money. If you didn't know, I'm about to go to Disney on the Disney Cultural Exchange program, and I saw this video over on Phil Maddie's channel talking about how much money she spent to actually be able to do the program. So today I'm going to be talking about it in New Zealand dollars and how much I personally have ended up spending to do this program. So the whole process starts with applying, and applying is free. But once you apply, you might have to pay to get to your interview location. In New Zealand, they had multiple interview days in Auckland, one day in Hamilton, one day in Wellington, I think multiple in Christchurch, and one in Dunedin. So they had many all over the country, so you might not even have to travel that far. It's just about what works with your schedule too, though. So I personally didn't have to spend anything to get to my interview, just like the bus fare. So after your interview, if you get accepted, which will happen about 2 weeks after, you have to pay a fee on their dorms website. It's advanced rent and like a program fee. So this was $390 US. I have it written down here. And for me, it translated to 634.23 cents New Zealand dollars. However, it does depend what bank you're with, what it translates to, because some banks were a lot more than what I was, and then some were a lot cheaper. So it does depend on that side of things. So the thing I paid for after my program fee was my insurance. You kind of get told to do that as soon as you pay to get into the program. And so I just went ahead and did it, and that was $613.41 in US dollars, and in New Zealand dollars that was 1009.81 cents. And I did go for the cheaper option, so there is a more expensive option, and I believe that was about 1,200. After my insurance, I paid for my flights, and I'm going via another state on my way there. I'm not going straight to Orlando. I'm visiting some good family friends. So my flights are slightly more expensive than my friends did get to just go to Orlando. And I only paid for one-way flights. And mine were $1,120 New Zealand. So what I paid for after my flights, I finally got my visa stuff sent out. And for your visa, you had to pay a $256 New Zealand fee. I can't remember what that was in US dollars, but it was 256 New Zealand dollars, and then you also paid for a SEVIS fee at the same time, or similar time, which is $56.18, and that's for your interview and to actually process the visa. Not entirely sure what it goes towards, but you gotta pay the fee, so you do it. So once you'd paid for that, you could book an interview time for your visa. Mine was in December, so therefore I had to pay for flights to get to my interview location. Because it was December, my flights were more expensive, so it was about $250 return. However, if you're going later on in the year, if you're the fall program, so departure August, then you'll probably pay a lot less for flights. But December's a busy time of the year, so my flights were quite expensive. I also went the night before, so I definitely was there at the time in the morning. And I had family that I could stay with, so I stayed with them. So after that, the only thing left I had to pay for was my first night's accommodation in Orlando. So I paid for an Airbnb, and I'm sharing it with 5 others, and altogether it was $146 New Zealand, but individually it was about $30 each. So that makes my grand total $3,355.78. However, I have not bought return flights, as I think I want to extend, but I won't fully know until I'm there. And I also haven't added in any money for buying my bedding once I'm over there or any of that sort of stuff. So I'll do a video on how much I spend on that initial shop, but other than that, that's how much I spend it to go, and it will differentiate person to person depending on what they're planning to do. So see you next time.